All right. So you always want to know who Charlamagne the God's donkey of the day is, right?
Mm-hmm.
A fired bishop,
Teacher?
coach.
Oh, coach.
She's not the donkey of the day. Hold on. She was fired because the principal of the school came to her and told her, let me read it. Recently fired Catholic high school girls basketball coach Sarah Ramirez said she was warned before the start of the basketball season about brown kids attending the school on scholarships, getting more playing time at the expense of white players. After a winning season during which Ramirez said she played the best players, she was fired. Ramirez said she believes she was fired for not following the directions of the president. The president came to her and told her to watch the perception that minority students who attend the private school on scholarships were getting more playing time. Ramirez secretly recorded the conversation. She provided a 30-second clip to the Journal, who said he was one speaking. On the recording, a man's voice can be heard saying, "You have a disproportionate amount of your kids are financial aid kids, right? And they are coming from public schools. And then you have these Catholic school kids. You have your team in football are probably our two most diverse teams. And so that is going to create some issues with the parent community." In other words, he's saying you need to play some white kids. We can't keep having all black kids play all the time. Even though you want to win, a lot of these parents, they kids come to this Catholic school and they want to join the basketball team and the football team. Let them play, for God's sakes. Now, you got these black kids here. They're here because of a scholarship. Funny how
for playing that
no,
sport,
that's against the law. They could get a scholarship to come to the school for academics,
but not for
but
sports.
they so happen to play basketball and they join the basketball team. Oh. So he's saying it's kind of looking bad out there for us, for you to do that. It looks like, we're paying for kids to come here to play,
to build our team.
So she didn't listen and she played the kids, the black kids, and they won the championship or whatever, and he fired her. Now, this is funny. Charlamagne gave the president of the school donkey of the day and said whoever's the best players are the best players. You don't say, well, because this person is black. And then he said, and she wants to win. Okay. Charlamagne was being funny. Okay. Of course you're going to put the black, you want to win. I'm not putting.
Put your best players.
You're going to put your, okay. DJ Envy had a different take on it.
She needed to mix it.
He said if they are giving these kids scholarships and they so happen to be good basketball players or whatever, they pretty much paying for those kids to come there and play basketball.
Pretty much, yeah.
Even though that's illegal.
So you can't do that as a sport.
You're not supposed to, not high school.
High school. College you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. So they both had a point. But my point is kind of different than what Charlamagne was saying. The best girl basketball player in the NCAA is white.
It's a white girl, Caitlin. Mm-hmm.
She white.
Yeah, but she just happens to be good, though.
But she's white. She's not even a black person.
I guess
whoever's good.
I'm kind of in between.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I see the side of, for me, and this is how I would be as a coach. I probably wouldn't even be a coach, but because me, I don't like the underdogs.
But you got to win championships.
I don't care about that. I like to train people and get them to that level. Because remember, Michael Jordan was not a good
high school basketball
and y'all
player.
know that. Y'all know his history.
And they didn't let him play that much.
They sure didn't.
So you had a gold mine sitting right there.
I was thinking, oh my God, at least one, have them practice, get them to that level. I really think practice makes perfect. I really do. And a lot of times when you're with some skilled players, you got to bring your game up. And I'm sure there was some white kids on that bench who could have had their game brought up. So I kind of see.
That's what DJ Envy said.
Yeah, I do. At least one white kid. The best of the white kids. What y'all think?
I guess what they were saying is, what he's saying, the principal, these people pay a lot of money for these kids to go to this Catholic school. I don't think basketball is at the top of their list. Let them play.
You know what? That's a tough one.
Whereas I guess if you was in a school in the inner city or something,
Yeah.
where you gotta either that they not looking at you for nothing else but basketball.
Yeah.
You gotta put the best ones out there.
Yeah.
But a Catholic school,
I've been on teams. I don't know why I played sports because that was not my. I wish I had a counselor that would have pushed me towards theater and music.
Yeah, they didn't.
But I was on sports and I was the bench warmer. I never hardly
Did
played.
you feel bad?
No, because I knew I wasn't good.
Okay.
I knew the other girls' volleyball team. I can name them, y'all. Whoever watched the show.
But would you want them to put you out at least?
He
to play?
He did put me out, but I would mess up.
Oh.
He would put me out. I remember he would put me out because one of the main people, they hurt themselves.
You so
and
bad.
I was not good in volleyball. I would hit and the ball would go somewhere. But the problem was with that, he didn't work me to be good. He only concentrated on our good players. And y'all from our high school know who I'm talking about. We had some good players for basketball and volleyball. I was never pushed to be a good athlete.
I don't even remember you being. I don't think mom and daddy supported you.
Nobody did.
I don't ever remember seeing you play.
Well, I did.
So what did you do? Go out at night into the game and then just come back?
I didn't play. I sat the bench.
No, but I meant when you had a game. Nobody knew in the house.
Nobody went to
Did
my
mama
game.
know you had a game?
Yeah, she knew I had a volleyball game.
Why you didn't go to Lenore's volleyball game?
She was working.
At night?
Yes, she had 2 jobs. So you never know. If I was in a play singing,
she would have come.
She probably would have come. Yes. But I sat the bench, so I do understand.
What was I doing?
You weren't in high school yet. What did you do in high school? You went to a small school, so you probably
didn't have
theater,
nothing.
didn't you?
Yeah, we didn't have nothing.
Yeah, see. But I remember being a bench warmer. So I do understand she needs to play at least one of the white kids, but she fired now, so it don't matter what she thought.
Well,
yeah.
That's why he fired.
Now, I was a good runner at the time when I was in, I didn't run track, but when in softball, they would time us when we would do our practicing, and I would hit and run, and I'd be at that first base so fast.
All right, why didn't you do that?
So they would sometime bring me in to steal.
Okay,
like to steal the second.
There you go.
Hey, I'm a
now
runner.
That's during the day.
Then I hit, and then I'll go on base.
Wait
and
a
run
minute,
for
that's during the day.
Yeah.
Why we didn't go to none of your games?
I don't know.
Nobody knew anything about you being in sports. Was that on the weekends?
No, we was probably doing school nights when we had games.
Baseball.
Softball.
During the day.
No, I don't remember if it was during the day. I just remember we would leave. Well, probably because it was still, the light was still out.
Why you didn't go see any of Lenore's baseball game, softball game?
She in the back. She all ghetto hollering. She in the washroom.
Yeah, but she heard me. That means she could answer.
Nobody went to my games. Mm-mm. That just shows you how bad of an athlete I was.
But you said you was good in softball.
I wasn't good in softball. I ran fast.
But why we didn't see you?
I can't compete with all the people that was on our team because they were good. These girls were good. They
but
won trophies. Why didn't we
come to your softball game to see you steal bases?
I didn't play. I didn't run that much.
Because I don't ever remember seeing
the bench. I remember going on those games with them. And those are the 2 sports that I played.
Wow.
Softball and volleyball.
Did you go away out of town and stuff?
We went local schools. Remember, we played different schools.
No, you didn't go out of state out of town, like on a bus.
We went to buses to the local schools that we played in our league.
What was I doing? I don't ever remember you being in anything.
You were young, so you was in your own thing in elementary.
See, you are way older than me.
I'm not way older. Just 5-6 years.
The chickens have come home to roost. She has to admit.
But
I was so young, I don't even remember that.
If I had to redo my high school over, I would have joined theater and music.
You would have had a good time.
I would have really loved it, yes. Because I didn't even do that in
So
college.
if I put up, I'm going to put up on when I do the memes every day, is there anything you regret that you didn't do when you was in high school?
I think you asked that.
Oh, I did?
Somebody asked that and I answered it.
You said you wish you was in theater?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I did. Did I ask that question?
Yep, that's one thing. But going back to her, I felt she probably could have put at least one white kid in there.
She probably did, but he was just saying you need
Maybe
to put
they
more.
Were so bad.
So they was mixed on that, but that's who he gave Dunk the other day to.
Yeah, so I can see it going both ways. I really do. Okay.
All right,
But
our
it's bad
book.
that she was fired for that, though.
Yep.
At least could he have just put her on probation?
No, he fired her.
And they
Don't
won a
They
championship.
won. Don't forget to get our book, 100